Wagner Ford pregame continues here on Kicks 96.1, HighPlainsRadio.net or KICX app. And Mr. Carl Riemann is manning the Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel tonight. Boy, it's a cold night here at Bearcats Stadium. Holy smokes, back home I think it's still 60 degrees. Here it's 46 degrees and a little bit breeze making the wind chill of 38. Can you believe that winter? Well, it's not winter, but fall is here, but it's just a little bit different. You'll see folks out blankets and stocking hats and hoodies. I got my hoodie on here. We're up in the nice warm press box thanks to our good buddy, Mr. Chris Cottrell. Canny B does a great job setting us up. Athletic Director Dave Hawksworth. We're inside. That was the most important. I just wanted to hear the word inside. Yes, we are. Getting ready for the Bearcats and the Bison. Kickoff coming up here in about 6 minutes or so. Bison got their hands full against the Scottsbluff team playing really well. Gosh, they're playing really well. Folks keeping track of that game last week at Hastings. And the week after, Hastings came to McCook and really handed to the Bison with that great passing game. Scottsbluff the next week went to Hastings on the carpet there at Hastings College and shut down Hastings. 41-6 the final score on that one. The Bearcats got a good offense. They score points. Desmond Smith has a great back form, 1,000-yard back already, and they got a solid defense that does not give up a lot of points. Their lone game, they've given up more than 7 points in a game as the Seward game. And Seward's undefeated 7-0. That was a 28-27 game right here at Bearcat Stadium. The only loss for Scottsbluff. The only game defensively to give a lot of points. They've given up 6, 6, 0, 7, 0, and 6. So that tells you pretty good defense for Coach Judd Hall and the Bearcats once again this year. We will take a break. We'll check the lineups. Bison will get the ball first. Scottsbluff won the toss. They deferred until the second half, so the Bison will get the ball first. We'll check the lineups coming up. Wagner Ford pregame moves on. Kicks 96.1 and the Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Wagner Ford pregame continues here. Bearcat Stadium, get ready for Scottsbluff and McCook. We'll see the Bison offense on the field first. They are led by their junior quarterback, Trenton Riley, 6'2", 155. Got to get the running game going. Got to get that running game going tonight with the backs and Tristan Campbell near 1,000 yards this year, 5'10", 155. We'll see Lee Davidson playing that fullback, 6'1", 185, just a sophomore in there. The wide receivers, we'll see Alex Landry, 5'10", 145. Ethan Schmidt, the senior, 5'11", 165. Miles Pullman, 6'3", 165. Got to mix it up a little bit, get the run game, sets up the pass game. The tight end, Gabe Roberts, 6'1", 205. We'll see Andrew Pokup in there as well, 6'4", 210. Offensive line's got to be big against a very good Scottsbluff front, led by their junior center, Trey Tiller, 6'1", 215. The two guards, Eidos Klein, 6'3", 295, and Davian Hansen, the senior, 6'5", 215. The tackles are Beckett Heskett, 6'1", 230, and Simon Garcia, 6', 205, and a junior for Bison coach Joe Petrosky. The Scottsbluff defense we'll see on the field first as they, again, deferred and will kick off their defense. They run a four-man front, kind of a 44 front. Two defensive ends are Braxton Buford, a junior, Lucas Lively, a junior. I don't have. Here, I guess got to turn over for the weights. We'll just go over this way. Two defensive ends are Braxton Buford and Lucas Lively. Two down tackles, Aiden Hafner and Julius Blanco. And Blanco is a load. Look at him on the field. It's Blanco, 6'1", 235, and a senior. A down tackle. The linebackers, Jet Webb, one of their captains, a senior. Dawson Barrett, also Emilio Cervantes, and Desmond Smith, all senior linebackers. The corners are Sebastian Galindo and Keon Delgado. Nate Kelly is our safety, and George Schmall is the other safety. Kelly, of course, we'll see him on the offensive end. He is our starting quarterback. Has done an outstanding job once again this year. Thanks to all of our great sponsors helping us out. Our coverage of Bison football throughout the season, including our Bison drive to the game. We had a chance to drive a 2024 Toyota Sienna van up here. Smooth ride, as always. And our friends over at the Wagner Ford, Wagner Chevy stores. Online shopping here at Wagner Toyota. Shop at WagnerToyota.com using our new Smart Path tool that allows you to shop easily from anywhere. Follow us on Facebook, Wagner Ford Toyota, 211 West 2nd Street, 345-2350. Again, for more information. Not a bad, I'm looking across the way. I don't think those are all McCook people over there. I think some of those Scottsbluff students to my looking across, but as far as the Bison in the middle of the kind of the between the 40s, I think that's Bison parents and fans over there that have made the trip. It has been another busy week of Bison sports. We're getting down to the end of the fall season in some sports with ending Class B state tennis today. And congrats out to Reed Loop and Aaron Frank. They picked up a seventh place medal at Class B #1 doubles. Hopefully we'll have a chance to talk to Coach Weimers about that. Coach's Coffee Club again coming up tomorrow morning. District cross country was yesterday. Congrats out to a couple of Bison, Lady Bison with Emma Capel. And also Breck and Gale both qualified among the top 15 for the state meet in Kearney next week. Bison volleyball had a busy week with a couple of matches. Bison golf, of course, wrapped up earlier in the week with a couple of Lady Bison competing there, and Capri Loop and also Haley Smalley. And I got Bison football here. Bison softball, of course, last weekend, man. And it was the Scottsbluff team that ousted McCook in that district final, but still Coach Easton Gillen had a great season with 26 wins to their credit. And we'll take a look at all those sports again tomorrow morning, Coach's Coffee Club from Embers Bakery and Cafe on Kicks 96.1, KBRL 97.5 FM, and also 1300 AM. In the booth here at Bearcats Stadium, you're thinking, gosh, Rich, it's quiet. Well, we don't have the windows open. There is only one window open among the windows, and that's with the Scottsbluff scoreboard, all the computers and stuff, and their huddle cameras as well. Otherwise, it's chilly. It is a chilly son of a gun tonight, so here we go. We got a lot of folks in the Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel on board. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And we have a bunch of people once again on board once again tonight as Scottsbluff again will kick things off. We'll see Camden Kaplicha, a senior, back to kick it off. Ready to go for football here in Kicks 96.1. Schmidt back deep. Alex Landry as well. Kick by Scottsbluff. Short kick. Got a hit about the 20, picked up by one of the Bison Upmen. 20 and knocked down about the 19-20 yard line. That was Josiah Wilkinson who caught it on a hop that time. Didn't have much of a return, but we talked to Josiah, of course, in our Bison senior pregame. And out for football for the first time in a couple of years. Been a long-time cross-country guy, and he got a chance to return to get much at all. So it's the Bison offense. Got to get things going against the Scottsbluff offense, get the run going. Tristan Campbell this year has been among Class B leaders and rushing. In fact, you got two of the best right here, Desmond Smith from Scottsbluff and also Campbell. Got to get him going. Bison will come out first. Twin receivers to the far side. Actually go trips far right, with Pullman split out near the Bison sideline. Shotgun set for Riley. Lee Davidson is a lone setback against the Bison front. Campbell in motion. And they'll run Davidson a dive straight ahead, maybe for 2 yards before he's stacked up by a host of Scottsbluff guys inside. Gain of about 2. We'll call it second and about 8. And we talked to Coach Petrosky. He was here a couple of years ago, 2 summers ago, as part of a winning team in the Western Nebraska All-Star football game. We had a chance to come up here this summer. We watched a little bit of the football game, and and watch the volleyball game. It's always a joy to come up here and watch those all-star games in the summertime. Bison have it 2nd and 8 on their own 22. Ball on the near side hash. You go twin receivers far side. Campbell and Davidson offset eye. Little counter. Tristan has some room. 25, 26, 27 yard line. Nice move that time. Gain of about 5 yards. Close to 5 to bring up about 2nd and 2 on the nice run by Tristan Campbell. Going to that right side, a minute gone, no score here. Our score update's brought to you by our friends over MMB Bank. 46 degrees. Man, we got out of the car, get a little bite tea in the way, and I opened the door, and I'm like, my gosh, it's cold. And, I looked at it. It was 60 back home and 47 here. On 3rd and 2, motion man on the far side, Alex Landry. Back in the eye once again. It's going to be play action as Riley rolling out, looking for that marker, and he's reaching the ball out. He's awfully, they're going to mark him short at about the he is right at the marker, more like it. He is right there. Let's see, they give him the first down. Nice job, Trenton Riley, that time. On rollout sprint toward the sideline. It's going to be a gain of 2 for Trenton. Just got that first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bison. No score early, McCook and Scottsbluff. This would be a huge win for McCook to help them districts, playoffs. Right now, they're 8th in power points right now. Played Lexington. Beating Lexington next week's not going to give him much. Back in the eye said it's going to be Riley on the quarterback keeper on the option, and he kept it, and he going to be stuffed. They'll say forward progress. There's going to be no gain. They're going to say mark at about the 30-yard line, so no loss in the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. Boy, a lot of great games over the years. I know my broadcast partners over the years, and Ken Wellman and Mitch Lister, and I know Mitch is watching, listening, and Bob Golke and Kyle Delaveau, and we've had some monster matchups here at Bearcats Stadium. Some great memories, some good memories, some tough memories. 2nd and 10. Bison have it out their own 30. 3 wide, twins far side. Riley will bring Tristan Campbell in motion. And Trenton will throw, looking, going to be complete and dropped at about the 37-yard line. Might have threw behind Miles Pullman that time, just across the 37-yard line. Maybe a tad behind him that time. Incomplete pass brings up 3rd and 10. Good protection that time for the Bison. I'm looking at the replay right here, and had Miles. Actually, that Miles should have caught that. He should have caught that one. It was kind of sliding. I guess give him that, but it looked like that was a catchable ball. It's 3rd and 10. Clock stops, 9:45 left. One more week of regular season ball for the 11-man teams. 8-man teams, once again, will be starting playoffs coming up next Thursday along. 6-man has one more week as well. 3rd and 10, motion man out of the backfield is Campbell. Riley, blitz coming out the flat, complete. Campbell, 35-40, should have a first down. Pressure from the right side against Trenton Riley, got rid of it. Nice pass out in the flat that time to Trenton Riley or to Tristan Campbell, and it's going to be enough for a Bison first down. A gain of 10 for the Bison on 3rd and long. They'll move the chains again. Boy, the blitz was coming here near side from Dawson Barrett, and just about got to him. Didn't deflect the pass. It was a nice ball that time to Tristan out in the flat. Pullman, Landry split out wide right. The tight end, Gabe Roberts, split on the left side. One setback. Got actually double tight end set. It's going to be Lee Davidson on a little fullback dive. Lee, the sophomore, having a nice season since he's gained that starting position for about a 3-4 yard gain. And it'll bring up 2nd. We'll call it 2nd to give him 3 or 4 in the play. You're going to give him 3 on the play. 1, 2, 3. Actually, you're going to give him close to 4. We'll call it 2nd and 6. Scottsbluff has York next week, and that's a big one in the regular season. Not a gimme by no means. The Dukes are having a nice season this year, and again, McCook will end with Lexington coming up once again next week at Weiland Field. 2nd and 6, ball at the 43. Bison first series. It's going to be Campbell right side. Good room. 45, 46, 47-yard line. Picked up 4 in the play, and before being pushed backwards, got to blow the whistle, guys. Come on. And this will bring up 3rd and about 2. The mark at about the 48-yard line. It's got to get to midfield for the first down. Looking at the replay, once again, our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Yeah, he got about the 48-yard line. Push backwards. Got a nice drive going. It's kind of like a little bit what Ogallala did to McCook last week. Took about the entire first quarter before the Bison got the ball. Bison will come out, twin receivers the far side. It's Campbell split out wide left. Nobody's picked him up yet, and now it's somebody picked him up in the last second. Trenton Riley on 3rd and 2. Good pocket, far side, complete, and past the marker. It's going to be a first down for McCook. Far side, was that Pullman? That was Miles, yep, across midfield about the Scottsbluff 48-yard line. And the Bison on 3rd and short again converts a first down. The market about the 48 for Scottsbluff, and the Bison move the chains again. Gives McCook confidence each and every play. Positive yardage, more first downs. Nice job of the Bison offense. Good protection by the offensive line so far in this first quarter. Under the 8-minute mark, clock running, no score. McCook and Scottsbluff. Twin receivers left in the offside eye. Davidson, Campbell. It's going to be Tristan Campbell. Picks his way from 45, 44-yard line. That's a gain of about, going to give him about 4 yards in the play at about the 44-yard line. Positive yardage again. Nice job of the Bison offensive front. Moving people up front, and it's going to be a gain of 4, bringing up 2nd and 6. Yeah, the importance of winning a game like this, boy, gives you big-time bonus points, power points, wild card points, and, boy, you want to be an 8 seed, 8-1, gets that home game the first round, and that would be big. Bison will go trips right, ball on the far side hash. Riley under center. Davidson behind him and against a 4-man front. Motion man is Alex Landry coming right at us. It's going to be play action. Riley rolls the pocket out. Still rolling. He's got a little room to run. And Trenton to about the 41-yard line. Picked up 3. Landry was out there as a blocker, coming back as a block, but couldn't really do anything. You don't want to clip somebody from behind. But Trenton, nice job with a good spurt there. It's going to bring up another 3rd and short. This is about, the third and short we've had here in this opening series. Yeah, Alex came at the last second on that to come up from he was one of the receivers downfield. Could have a crackback block of any kind, or that would have been a penalty, but did maybe get a little nudge to bring up 3rd and 3. Another big third down for McCook. 6-minute mark here in a quick first quarter. Bison uses some time. Shotgun set, ball in the near side hash, and 3 wide set against a Scottsbluff 4-man front. Outside blitz coming. Riley got to get rid of it, and he's going to be sacked from behind, back to about the 46-yard line. I was watching here on the near side. Emilio Cervantes was coming from the backside. He was going away from the play at that time, but nobody was open downfield. It's going to be a loss of a couple of yards back to the 46-yard line, and McCook will have to punt this ball away. So, the Bison had a nice drive to begin this. Mixed up a little bit of run, a little bit of the pass in that drive, but it stalls out, 4th and 8, and we'll see Miles Pullman back to kick at his own 40-yard line. It's going to be Galindo, one of the deep man. Got 2 back there as a kick by Miles and a fair catch called by Galindo at about the 13, 14-yard line. So Scottsbluff takes over on 1st and 10, their first series. Get a chance to see Nate Kelly. We know Kelly from being a really good basketball player for the Scottsbluff Bearcat basketball team. Really good player, a really good guard for him. He's a good scorer and also a pretty good quarterback. Desmond Smith is their guy offensively that can run the ball. And the backfield, Noah Shattuck, Emilio Cervantes, a 2 tight end set with Lucas Lively and Braxton Buford. And they got some hosses up front with Ryan Hinman, Julius Blanco, Dalen Adams, their sophomore center, Aiden Hefner, and Chris Galindo. Packed in tight. Kelly shotgun set against a Bison. 5-man front. Desmond Smith right side has an opening. 20, 25, stiff arm, 30, 35, 40. Knocked out of bounds. Lee Davidson at the 45-yard line. This was Scottsbluff. Run the ball well. Use that offensive line. And a big play that time for Desmond Smith on a huge gain. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 29, we'll say about 31 yards on the gain that time before being knocked out of bounds by Davidson. 5-minute mark here, first quarter, no score. Bison, nice drive to begin things, had to punt the ball away. In tight once again at a wing. And an H-back, and Desmond on the fake. Kelly's going to take it right up the gut, midfield, 45-40. They're not going to catch him. They're going to chase him, and Nate Kelly is going to go for the touchdown from 56 yards out on the long touchdown. And a quarterback keeper faked the give to Desmond. Bite on that thing, had a couple of white shirts bite on it, and nice blocking up front once again by the Scottsbluff offensive line, and a 56-yard touchdown run for the Bearcats. This is what they do. Extra point is coming on for Scottsbluff, and that is their place kicker does the pretty much all the kicking duties. That's Kaplecha. And a 6-0 ball game. High snap goes by between the hands of the holder, and he's going to be sacked way back at the 25, so they missed the extra point. 6-0. Bearcat lead. We're back with the kickoff coming up shortly on Kicks 96.1. Back here at Bearcat Stadium in Scottsbluff, big play offense. Nate Kelly, quarterback on a quarterback keeper, 56-yard touchdown run. The PAT is no good. So a plus there, at least a 6-0 ball game. But boy, that offense again, you're concentrating so much on Desmond Smith, their 1,000-yard back. All of a sudden, you see the quarterback keeper, and you got to chase after him. He's got some pretty good speed. Once again, the kick by Scottsbluff is deep, and it's going to go into the end zone as both Landry and Ethan Schmidt let it go. It's touchback, and the Bison will get the ball back. Chilly night once again at Scottsbluff. 46 degrees at kickoff. A lot of blankets. Once again tonight, stocking hats, gloves. I don't think quite the extra thick thermal underwear just yet is needed, but boy, it's a chilly one, that's for sure. Yeah, it's football weather. Bison come out. They had some positive things happen on that first drive. Let's see what happens on drive number 2. Going to start at 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. In the iPro set, we got twin receivers to the right, and Davidson and Tristan Campbell behind Trenton Riley on 1st and 10 at the 20. Going to be Campbell isolation. Tristan with nice room, 25, 26-yard line, 20, maybe the 27. ISO that time left, cut it back to the right a little bit. Tristan for about 6 yards on first down, brings up 2nd and 4. Bison got a lot of positive gains from Campbell. And even Lee Davidson had a fullback dive carried that first series as well for about 3 or 4 yards. So really, besides the quarterback sack on that 3rd down to end the drive, didn't have really any negative plays. Receivers both sides once again from McCook. Twins the far side. Riley shotgun set will bring Campbell in motion on 2nd and short. Davidson going to be Riley, quarterback keeper on the option. Going to keep it. It's got the first down. And a yard more is Trenton across the 30, about the 31-yard line. 4-yard gain for the junior quarterback. And the Bison will move the chains at 1st and 10. Fake the give to Davidson, a little belly that fullback, and then run that option to the far side. And had eyeballs on Campbell that time with the Scottsbluff defense, and Trenton Riley kept himself, got the first down, 3rd. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 32 of Scottsbluff. Ball on the far side hash. Pullman split to the right. Alex Landry right in front of us on 1st and 10 against a Scottsbluff 4-man front. Inside give, we got to fake it and run the option here near side with Riley, and he slipped, and he kind of dove his way forward to some positive yards to about the 30. Got to mark it. Actually, his butt or his knee hit about the 34. Gain of 2 that time for Trent Riley. Scottsbluff kind of sniffed that one up right away and made McCook string it out. Looking at the replay on that 1st and 10. corner came up and helped. So for run support, made him cut it back in a little bit. 2nd and 8. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the quick first quarter. 6-0 Scottsbluff lead. Score update brought to you by MMB Bank. Ball on the near side hash. 4-man Scottsbluff front. As Riley has Davidson and Campbell. Now Campbell in motion. Trenton will throw. Pump fake. Little double move. Air it out. Far side on Miles Pullman at about the 39-yard line. Came back for it. It's completed pass. As the DB on the backside couldn't find the ball. It hung up there. Miles knew where it was. And a big play. That time for the Bison offense. 5, 10, 15, 20. We'll give him a 23, 24-yard gain from Trenton Riley to Miles Pullman on a big gain downfield. Bison in business at the Scottsbluff 38-yard line. Again, a Scottsbluff team, as I said at the outset, repeated again, have not given up many points. They've had the one game against Seward, gave up 27 points in that one, but 7 points or less in every other game after that. 3 wide set. Campbell comes back in motion. It's going to be Lee Davidson straight ahead, 35. Lee to about the 30, and a battering ram fullback. Lee Davidson, the sophomore, for about 9 yards. And they'll mark it inside the 30-yard line, and this is going to be a 2nd and short right here. Oh, it's great to see that Bison fullback. It's been so many years of seeing that Bison fullback do some damage over the years. And, boy, we've had some good ones. And run it right behind Trey Tiller and company up front. It's going to be 2nd and, they're going to say 2nd and 2. 2nd and 1. 2nd and short. See what Coach Petrosky dials up. Boy, your run game's been solid. Why change anything? Riley under center this time on 2nd and short. Twin receivers left. Ball on the far side hash. It's going to be Campbell on a little counter play. Tristan trying to move the piles. Got the first down. You bet. They'll mark it about the 25-yard line. Campbell for about 4 yards on 2nd and short. Gets the first down. The Bison move the chains again. It is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. We'll keep a check on other Class B games here tonight as well. 2 weeks left in the regular season. Key games to watch. We're at 1:43 left in this first quarter. Scottsbluff with a 6-0 lead. Pullman and Landry come out here at left side. Tight end Gabe Roberts, right side of the offensive line. Motion man is Landry in the eye with Davidson. And Campbell behind Riley under center on 1st and 10. Toss pitch going to be Campbell. Has some room. Good spurt to Tristan about the 20-yard line. Actually, I said earlier it was about the 20. It was at the 25. First down and 10 from the 25, sorry. It's a gain of 5 for Campbell to about the 20-yard line. 2nd and 5 for the Bison. Nice job on that right side of the offensive line. Got a good block by the tight end. Got a good lead block. Lee Davidson got a good kick-out block that time. On the lead, enabled Campbell to kind of dive ahead a little bit. 2nd and 5. Twin receivers to the right for the Bison. Ball on the far side hash. Right near the Bison sideline. Under a minute left, 2nd and 5. Maybe the last play of a quick first quarter. Riley under center. In the eye, it's going to be Campbell. ISO right between the guards and the center that time, and close to a first down. It's either be 3rd. It looks like 3rd and very short, 3rd and 1. So give him a gain of 4. It's going to be 3rd and 3rd and long 1. It's actually almost close to 2. We'll call it 3rd and 2. See if McCook runs a play. And I don't think they have to run a play. 6-0 Scottsbluff lead. Scottsbluff big play on that first with Smith. 2 plays. 2 plays that went 2 plays went 75 yards in 2 plays. Bison going to let the clock run out. After 1 quarter, it's 6-0 Bearcats. Back quarter number 2 after the break. It's Bison football at Kicks 96.1. Rich Barnett back here at Bearcat Stadium. Carl Riemann doing the great job once again on our camera work on our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. A 6-0 Scottsbluff lead. Bearcats had the ball 2 plays and scored from about 2 plays, 75 yards, 56-yard touchdown run by Nate Kelly. They missed the extra point. Time of possession, no question, is on McCook's side. They have had the ball most of that first quarter, and this is on their second drive, and they've got something going in. That big play to Miles Pullman. The running game's been solid. ISOs to Campbell, Lee Davidson on dive plays, and the offense is clicking, and the offensive line is doing, once again, doing the job as well. Boy, so we got to work with Mitch Lister on his technical skills. Finding the Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel is a challenge for that guy each and every week. My gosh. Just kidding, Mitch. I just had to give you a hard time. Campbell, 7 carries, 32 yards. Davidson, 3 carries, 15 yards. Bison, 4 completions for 39 yards. Power set, 2 tight ends on 3rd and 2. Campbell left side, first down, and a little bit more inside the 15. The mark at about the 12-yard line. Campbell, a power situation that brought Callum McCook in there as an extra power back. I think that was a 44 back there. As we went double tight that time with Pokup and also with Roberts, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, Bison moved the chains nevertheless. 1st and 10 down to the 12-yard line. See if McCook sticks with this a little bit. Yeah, they're going to, no. Yeah, they're going to stick with McCorkle in there. Davidson, the 2 fullbacks with Campbell, 2 tight ends. Roberts and Pokup left and right on 1st and 10 at the 12. A toss pitch, Campbell. Or actually, Ethan Schmidt giving Tristan Campbell a little break inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line. Ethan for about 4 yards on his first carry. Fresh legs in there, and the Bison have a 2nd and 6. They can't get a first down without scoring at about the 4-yard line. 6-0 Scottsbluff lead. Quarter number 2 just underway. Bison on the move in field goal range, but not thinking 3. Got to be thinking 6 points right here. Try to take this, tie it up, and then take a lead. They'll stick with the power set with McCorkle, with Davidson. Tristan Campbell back in there on 2nd and 6, 8-yard line. 2 tight ends. It's going to be Campbell. Shifts to the left. Nice job dipping his way across the 5. And he's right at the marker as official on the far side. It's either 1st and 10. I think it's more 3rd and short right here. 3rd and about 1. Bison O-line doing a good job against a good Scottsbluff defense here tonight. Again, Bison have a yard to get a fresh set of downs, 3rd and 1 at about the 3-yard line. Actually, they have to get about to the 3. I think it's more like the 4-yard line. They'll stick that power set, 2 fullbacks in there with Campbell, and it's going to be Tristan again. Oh, he's hit that line, but he kept his legs turning, and he got the first down. He was nailed in the backfield, but he spun his way ahead, and I think he got the first down. Or maybe not. No, the official on the sideline says no, he's short. It's going to bring up 4th down right here. Hit behind the line of scrimmage that time by Micah Gomez. Shot in real fast, knocked him off his feet a little bit, but he kept his kind of spun out of it and turned the legs. It's a big 4th and 1 right here from McCook to get a fresh set of downs at about the 3-yard line. Power set. Riley on a quarterback keeper. It's a great call from McCook. Trenton straight ahead. Did he get him for the touchdown? It's going to be 1st and goal from about the 1-yard line. Trenton Riley for about 2 yards. Maybe we'll give him 3 to about the 1-yard line. That's a great call. That's a great call. You think that Scottsbluff is, you would think maybe Campbell would get it, but no, Riley can run it too. He's a tall kid as well. They'll move the chains. It's going to be a 1st and goal situation for the Bison offense. 6-0 Scottsbluff lead. Quarter number 2, Bison knocking on the door. They'll stick with that double tight end set. Power set, ball on the far side hash. Scottsbluff loading the line of scrimmage, bringing up their linebackers. It's going to be Riley. Maybe did he get a push? He got in. Trenton Riley, touchdown. Horizon make touchdown, number 1 of the night. Quarterback Trenton Riley on a great series from McCook after the long touchdown. Didn't hang heads that time, and the Bison are on top and a chance to take the lead right here on the extra point from Gunner Caps coming up. That's a great drive. Nice job, McCook, really bouncing back. Trip Riley will hold it. 6-6 ball game at 8:57 left before the half. Snap kind of low. Gunner Camps punches it through, and it is on the way, and it is good. 7-6 Bison lead. Back with the Bison kickoff coming up shortly. Kicks 96-1. Rich Barnett back here at Bearcats Center. The Bison got a 7-6 lead early first quarter. Nice drive for the Bison. Big play was the Trenton Riley to Miles Pullman catch. And the Bison run game with Riley, with Tristan Campbell, with Ethan Schmidt, Lee Davidson, all had quality carries in that drive. And the Bison punching in on a Riley 1-yard touchdown run. Kickoff is going to be short, returnable about the 10, 15, 20, and about the 23-yard line. The return that time. Oliver Corbett down on coverage. Carl said, uh-oh. We got a flag on the play. Illegal block in the back. We'll take that one. You bet we will. So we'll take that one. That'll push Scottsbluff back a little bit more. So let's see what happens here. That'll push him back a little bit more. So once again, Bison once again on a nice drive, punched in from a yard out, 7-6 ball game. And the penalty will march Scottsbluff back inside the 10 at about the 9-yard line. That's great. So the Bison defense now got to get stingy a little bit. Last time they gave up the long run to Smith and then to Kelly on the 56-yard touchdown run. Kelly, quarterback in the shotgun set. It's going to be Desmond Smith trying to pick its way through, and got a big offensive line across the 10. They're going to mark it at about the 12-yard line. It's a gain of about 4 yards in the play. Look at the mark on the far side. Gain of 4. It brings up second at about 6. Bison Football Today brought to you by Southwest Nebraska Physical Therapy, DNS Hardware, Decatur Health, Horizon Bank, McCook Clinic, also Pizza Hut, and Devaney Motors. Great sponsors helping us out our coverage once again of McCook High School Bison football. On the quarterback keeper by Nate Kelly. Last time he kept himself, went for a long touchdown. This time the Bison stacked up the line of scrimmage to about the 15-yard line. A gain of 2, and this is bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Scottsbluff offense. Boy, the Bison get a 3 and out right here. That would be big as well. Well, I thought last week was a quick first half. Boy, this I don't know if it's going to beat last with this Ogallala game, but it's going to come close the way both teams are running the football. 3rd and 5 for the Bearcats. Smith, as he'll do some shifting a little bit. Smith shifts from right or left to right. Kelly, it's going to be Smith trying to reach him out wide. The Bison trying to stack things up and had good penetration that time, good help from behind. Trying to think who got him from behind that time. I think that was Andrew. It was Andrew Pokup, I think, the defensive end, if I'm not mistaken. 88, I saw him right there. A gain of 1 for Smith, and it's a 3 and out for the Bison defense. They'll get the ball back. Alex Landry back deep at about his own 35-yard line. Punting situation for the Bearcats inside their 5-yard line. 4th and 4. Good snap, not a lot of pressure. End over ends up, and it's a duck. Get out of the way. Takes a McCook bounce backwards. And it's going to be 1st and 10 from McCook. The short field. Bison will have it at the Scottsbluff 37-yard line. And again, we got breezy conditions here at Bearcat Stadium, so that probably came into play as well. 7-6 ball game. Bison with the 1-point lead. Their third series of this first half. And a chance, boy, 2-score lead with a touchdown, of course, would be big. See what they can do on this series. Campbell back in there. Davidson, Trent Riley on 1st and 10. The Scottsbluff 38-yard line, smack dab between the hashes. Scottsbluff 4-man front. Bison 7-6 lead. Isolation, Tristan Campbell. Left side, Tristan across the 35, 34-yard line. Picked up 4 yards. Solid. They're going to mark about the 33-yard line, and that would be a 5-yard gain for Campbell on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 5. Wow, that's just been the Bison offensive line is doing a tremendous job tonight. That O-line up front with Simon Garcia, Eidos Klein, Trey Tiller, Davian Hansen, Beckett Heskett, all doing a phenomenal job here in this first half. 2nd and 5 at the Scottsbluff 33-yard line. Twin receivers left, Davidson and Campbell behind Trent Riley under center. Gabe Roberts the tight end on the right side. Motion man is Miles Pullman coming right at us. Riley under center and 2nd and 5. Play action, Trenton out in the flag, going to be complete. Lee Davidson to about the 25, 24-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 9 yards. My math is right, close enough. To about the 24-yard line. Moving the chains. Nice job, Trent Riley out in the flat that time. Lee Davidson mixing things up a little bit on the offense. Passing on 1st down. 1st and 10, Bison on the move. Scottsbluff 24-yard line. Plenty of time left. 5:43. All 3 timeouts to boot. Carl, we got 288 people watching the Bison tonight. Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Shotgun set for Trenton Riley. Campbell. Then we got a flag. We have not had many flags. It's going to be procedure, motion, false start, whatever, against the Bison offense and back them up 5 yards. Have not had many flags. I think that's just the second flag. I think the only other one was the block in the back. Back him up 5 yards and bring up 1st and 15. Mark it back at the 29-yard line. Halftime, we'll get some Class B scoring. Get, again, a little recap of some of the other Bison sports going on. Bison about twin receivers to the left with Landry, split out wide left, Miles Pullman. Roberts to tie it in on the right side. Lee Davidson offset eye with Tristan Campbell. Isolation. Got kind of bounced off of Lee Davidson that time. Kind of got in the way. And Tristan for about going to give him 3 yards in the play. This will bring up 3rd and 12. It's going pretty good, Carl. You're good. I'm watching it right now. 4:40 left here before the half, and a Bison 7-6 lead. 2nd and 13 as Miles Pullman brings in the play from head coach Joe Petrosky, this Bison sidelines. Bundled up for the first time on a chilly night. Pullman splits out wide left. He'll put Campbell in the slot left side. And we got 3 wide once again. Davidson to the right of Riley. Trenton pumps fakes, looking for the double move. Right side looking for the deep ball and over through the receiver. And thank goodness he threw it at the end zone. And almost, I thought there was just a red shirt back there playing center field and don't catch it. Don't need a pick right here. It brings up 3rd and 13. 7-6 ball game. Mick Haney, Mr. Haney, watching from Las Vegas as he does every single week. He better wish his brother a happy birthday this weekend. Don't forget to send him a birthday card. Come on, don't forget. 3rd and 13 for the Bison at the Scottsbluff 27-yard line. Landry and Pullman split out wide left. 3rd and 13. Back in the eye. It's a counterplay to Campbell and nothing. Penetration that time pretty good for Scottsbluff. He got back, actually, got about a line of scrimmage. That was about it. 4th and probably 13, no gain. It's a bit far for Gunner Cap's field goal right here, especially with the windy conditions. The flag is just, there's not a lot of wind, but it's down. It's a little bit breezy down there. So you go for it on 4th down, 4th and 13. How about sending the old reliable play, but send Miles Pullman to the end zone? How about the old Yeah, Pullman to the end zone, the back corner play. That's worked a couple of times this year so far. 4th and 13. Campbell in motion. Riley slips, looks, deep ball. He's got a receiver open, and he overthrew him. Miles had a step, but just overthrew him a little bit. So, hey, nice job, Bison drive. Had a chance, and just couldn't quite convert. It'll be Scottsbluff taking over on downs. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. 3:15 left before the half. A Bison 7-6 lead here in quarter number 2. And the Bearcat offense has scored a lot of points and has been just limited to the one score. Kelly, shotgun set. Desmond Smith will get it, trying to sweep her right side. Good speed, Bison, good pursuit. No gain of the play. Gabe Roberts over there. On the far side, I think Oliver Corbett, the linebacker, also chased him down. No gain of the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. Smith having an outstanding season. 1,000-yard rush for Scottsbluff. Haven't quite seen. It's not that true double wing what we saw from Ogallala last week. They break it. It's not a wing on this side, so it's still in tight. 2nd and 10. Kelly shotgun set on play action. Going to try to keep it at 7. He scored that last, or actually played in the first quarter. He's still on his feet. Bison not tackling well. One guy carrying 4 white shirts, and he drags white shirts across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Pick up a 15 yards on the 2nd and 10 as Corbett is slow getting up. And Scottsbluff moves the chains. 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line. 7-6 ball game. Coming up on 2 minutes left in this opening first half. A little shifting by Scottsbluff offensively. Smith to the right of Kelly. We'll get it. Right straight between the tackles, 45, midfield, 9-yard gain. Desmond Smith on 1st down. And Coach Judd Hall is going to burn his first of 3 timeouts. It's 2nd and 1. 2-minute mark coming up. We're back to Scottsbluff in just a moment. Kicks 96-1. And we're back here to Bearcat Stadium. 2:05 left in the second quarter. It's 2nd and 1 for Scottsbluff. Just across midfield. In tight once again. Kelly shotgun set against a Bison 4-man front. Kelly on the quarterback keeper trying to stack the line of scrimmage in the Bison. Good pursuit. Dives his way ahead. Did he get the first down? Good thing McCook has just kept everything in front of him. Don't let him find a crease. He's got pretty good speed. This is going to bring up the clock's still running, minute 49, and just let it keep running. It's going to bring a 3rd and short. Scottsbluff down to their final 2 timeouts of the half. It's 3rd and short for the Bearcats. 7-6 ball game. Shotgun set for Kelly and the ball on the far side hash. It's Desmond Smith between the tackles. Got a flag coming in. This might be a false or a procedure motion against, hopefully, Scottsbluff lining up incorrectly. Hopefully, it's enough for a first down if the call is against McCook to about the 40-yard line. Let's see what the officials have in mind on the far side. It'd be a false start against the offense. You bet. Back them up 5 yards. Bring up third and about 6. 3rd and 5.5 maybe. Looking at the markers. That would have been a 1st and 10 for Scottsbluff up to the 40-yard line. Still got a minute 26 left. Backs them up a little bit more. 7-6 Bison lead. Bearcats scored first, 56-yard touchdown run by Nate Kelly, missed the extra point. Bison came back on the next drive. Nice drive in with a Trenton Riley 1-yard touchdown run. Extra point by Gunnar Capps, giving McCook a 1-point lead. 1:16 left before the half. Bison get a stop here. Scottsbluff will get the ball to begin the third quarter. 3rd and 6, we'll call it. Kelly shotgun set. It's going to be Desmond Smith between the tackles. Midfield's got a first down and dragging carrot ball defenders across the 45 to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of about 11, if my math is right. 4, 7, about 11 yards. Yeah, about 11 yards. Moving the chains. 53 seconds left. Getting the chains all lined up. Got 2 timeouts left. Kelly, shotgun set from the Bison 42. Going to run it between the tackles again. And the Bison hit from behind that time. Gain 2 at about the 40-yard line. No, Bison will take that at a 2-yard gain. And Scottsbluff's going to burn their second of their 2 timeouts left. It's going to be 2nd and about 8 when we come back. You're listening to Bison Football on Kicks 96.1. Bison, the Bearcats of Scottsbluff, 39 seconds left as Scottsbluff has 1 timeout left. Hey, thanks to our friends over at Wagner Ford, Wagner Chevy, our Bison drive the game. Your friends at the Wagner Chevy store invite you to shop locally for your next vehicle. Their friendly sales staff is there to help you find exactly what you're looking for. Let the staff at Wagner Chevrolet show you the Wagner difference. Shop online at drivewagner.com. Should be 2nd and 8 after the 2-yard Nate Kelly run for Scottsbluff to the Bison 40-yard line. 1 timeout left for Scottsbluff. Will they take a shot downfield right here, or do they rely on their running game on their offensive line to open things up a little bit? Kelly's shotgun set on 2nd and 8. And they go play action. Got 2 out in the pattern. Plenty of protection. Wide open receiver at the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Dives way in for the touchdown. And a flag back here at the line of scrimmage, Carl. Way back at the 49-yard line. And hopefully some kind of hold in the backfield, hopefully. Yes, it's a hold against the offense. Man, a big-time play, and I looked out, and the receiver here near side was wide open, and a good sprint to the end zone that time by Braxton Burford that time. And they'll go all for naught, and this will be backing it up to a midfield with 27 seconds left. Now, it's gonna here. Scottsbluff is going to do it again. They're going to go. You think their passing game to air things out. So the Bison got to get some pressure on Kelly. He was back there for it and had plenty of time. Got a little pressure on him. DB's got to cover a little bit better. 27 seconds left, 2nd and 18. Back at midfield. 7-6 Bison lead. And now we got timeout. Coach Joe Petrosky sees something. He wants to call a timeout. 2nd and 18. Scottsbluff for the football. We're back after the break. It's Bison football on Kicks 96.1. Back here at Bearcats Stadium at Scottsbluff, 27 seconds left, 7-6 ball game as McCook once again, after the penalty, gave up a long touchdown pass, went for 9 on the penalty, 2nd and 18, shotgun set for Kelly, going to be Desmond Smith trying to pick its way, 45. Lee Davis comes in with a nice tackle about the 40-yard line, picked up 10 yards in the play. They'll keep the clock running, 18 seconds left in Scottsbluff. They got one timeout left. 10 seconds. Wow, they're not using it. Coach Hall is gonna wait until the end. 3 seconds to call it. They're gonna be like a Hail Mary situation, I think. We got to think. Quick break. We're back to Bearcats Stadium next on Kicks 96.1. Rich back here at Bearcat Stadium as it's 3 seconds on the clock. Scottsbluff burns their final timeout. They have the ball at the Bison 40. It's got to be a Hail Mary situation or some kind of trick play or whatever, I guess. Trips to the far side of the field. Kelly looking to throw. He will throw it. It's Bison rushing 3, dropping 8. Kelly looking to throw. Roll on the pocket. It's going to be a deep ball downfield. Knock that baby down. Up for the grab. And he got it for the touchdown. Can you believe it? Oh, you got to go up and knock that thing down. We got a flag, though. I got a flag about the 5-yard line, maybe in a defensive hold, you would think probably, maybe, possibly. Dang it. I'm looking at the replay. We had white shirts there. You just got to go up and knock that thing down. Knock it down. A 50-yard, back at about the 50-yard line, 50-yard bomb. And it makes it the flag, let's see what the flag's all about. Touchdown counts. Is there a flag? Unsportsmanlike against McCook, so unsportsmanlike against the Bison, so the touchdown will count. Touchdown will count. That's a kick in the you know what. 12-7 ball game. Yep. So the extra point is coming up here shortly. And then we'll go to halftime. But still, Bison played a great first half. They really did. I mean, they hung in there really well. Just gave up a big play to end the half. As Scottsbluff going for 2. Kelly on the keeper, trying to get the edge. There's a hold right there. Stretches out, and he will not get in the end zone. So we go to the half. And once again, it's a 12-7 Scottsbluff lead. We'll talk about it coming up after the break. It's Bison football on Kicks 96.1. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Back here to Bearcats Stadium, halftime score 12-7. Boy, Bearcats with a 40-yard touchdown pass. Like I said, 50. He launched it from the 50, but it was a 40-yard touchdown pass, and Bison got to knock that thing down. They didn't quite do it. I couldn't see the reception was in the end zone. 2-point conversion was missed, so still 12-7. Bearcats lead, but Bison played a really good first half. Really did against one of Class B's best teams. Some stats after that first half, rushing the ball. Tristan Campbell, 12 carries, 49 yards. Ethan Schmidt, 2 carries for 5 yards. Lee Davidson, their fullback, with 3 carries, 15 yards. Bison completed 7 passes for 48 yards. The big one, Miles Pullman on that second series, which resulted in the Bison score that first half. Scottsbluff, 131 yards rushing. A lot of that came on the first series and the only 2 plays of that drive on the Desmond Smith carry and then the Nate Kelly 56-yard touchdown run. Scottsbluff's got 40 yards passing as well, and of course a lot of that was on the all of that was on the touchdown pass once again there to end the half. 12-7 Bearcats. We'll talk about some other Bison sports news, get some Class B scores for you as well. That's coming up after the break. Bison football kicks 96-1. Halftime score here at Bearcats Stadium, Scottsbluff 12, McCook 7. Other Class B scores here. Once again, here at halftime, Elkhorn leads Blair 28-14. Bennington over Omaha Scott 23-21 in the fourth quarter. Tight one there. Elkhorn North over Gretna East 24-20. Of course, going back to Bennington, they got the long winning streak. To Scott, stop it tonight. It's close, 23-21. Gretna over Ralston 42-14. Shadron over Gering 12-7. That game being played down the road in Gering. Waverly 21, North 14. Pius big over Beatrice 41-0. Northwest over Crete, big 42-0. Plattsmouth over Platteview 7-3. Hastings over Lexington 21-7. We'll see the Minutemen at Weilandville next week. Seward over York 20-0. That game in the fourth quarter. That one. Some earlier scores: 103-9. The Hawk, Mark Searcy over in Sumner for the six-man battle. SEM over Southwest. Final score 56-22. Juanita Palisade, big win over Wallace 49-22. Some of the eight-man scores: Bertrand over Maywood Hay Center, final score 26-7. Axtell over Franklin 46-14. Had some games last night and some games tonight. Big game and eight-man play. Overton over Loomis in the fourth quarter, 26-14. I think Mark was going to stop by and watch that game for a while after that game. Perkins County over Hemmingford 38-20 in that one. We passed the Hemmingford bus on the way up. Alma over Highline 34-22. An eight-man play back to the 11-man play. Mitchell over Amherst 22-13. Other scores: Valentine over Gordon Rushville 20-8. Kearney Catholic 21. Hershey 0. And C1 scores. McCook, of course, 2 years in C1. Always like to keep track of that. Columbus Lakeview over Pierce 17-0. Gothenburg big over Minden 32-0. It was Aurora with a winning over Milford 49-14. Cozad big over Holdridge 35-0 in the fourth quarter. Ogallala Chase County scoreless in the first quarter. Central City over Broken Bow 30-13. Sydney still rolling. Red Raiders 41-0 over Alliance in that one. You know what, Rich Barnett, Carl Riemann doing our great job of our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. I just had Carl, one of your fans, text me here, one of your greatest fans, say, "We never hear or see this Carl guy you talk to. I'm starting to think that there is no Carl. Reminds me of Harry Doyle from the movie Major League." You know who this guy is, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I would expect nothing less.
Oh, exactly right. We'll take a break. We'll check some other Bison sports news, fall sports news. We'll get to that coming up here in just a moment at Bison Football on Kicks 96.1. Halftime continues. Extra long halftime here at Scottsbluff. Seems like we get a lot of games where we get extra long half times. They've got some kind of ceremony here. I see Athletic Director Dave Hawksworth out there, and they're honoring some people, which is cool. I mean, but boy, this long, it's like a 20-minute halftime. We talk a little bit at the beginning about other Bison sports news, just to kind of recap state tennis today. Head coach Matt Weimers and his Bison boys at the state tennis meet at Woods Park in Lincoln. They do pick up a medal at number one doubles. Reed Loop and Aaron Frank finished with a 7th place medal. Congratulations, those guys. For Reed, it's a second straight medal. He medaled last year in doubles at the state meet, and hopefully we'll get a chance to recap everything from the Class B state meet with Coach Weimers on our Coaches Coffee Club program tomorrow. Cross country had a lot of teams, all Nebraska teams, district cross country yesterday. The Bison teams, a little bit different type of district format. B3 and B4. I'm trying to think. Girls are in B3, boys in B4, or vice versa. In Overton, first time they've run in that course. Congrats out to the Lady Bison standouts, Emma Capel and also Brecken Gale. They both qualified them on the top 15. Top 15 individuals qualify. They'll be running in Kearney coming up again next week. Congrats, Bison boys. Very young Bison boys team. I know those guys ran hard for Coach Sugaroo all year long, and they'll be back. And some of those guys, we'll see them in track and field coming up in the springtime. Bison volleyball team this week, coming off a big win against North Platte on Thursday. Lost the first set, won the next 3. Coach Hoyne's got to be pleased about that. And on early in the week, of course, Tuesday, went to Broken Bow, handed Ainsworth a 2-set loss, and then went 3, and probably should have, if you ask him, well, we did ask Coach Hoynes the other day. Should have won against Broken Bow. They were up, had a pretty good lead, 17-9 in the third set, and lost that set. And give Broken Bow a challenge. Broken Bow, one of the better Southwest Conference teams. So McCook's off this weekend. They're going to get ready a week from tonight, their Southwest Conference meet. And that'll be a very tough meet with the likes of Minden, the C1 top-ranked team. Minden, Gothenburg, Ogallala. That's going to be a dynamite tournament to watch. Bison golfers, Lady Bison golfers, early in the week at the Class B state meet, Monument Shadows, just down the road here at Gehring. Capri Loop and also Haley Smalley did have a chance to compete. Didn't quite make it in the medal round. Capri was close in her 2 days. Haley, one of 3, just 3 freshmen in the Class B field, get a chance to golf in the state for the meet for the first time. Great experience. Those 2 will be back once again next year for the McCook girls, who will have a new coach next year, and we'll have an interview with Coach Carol Brown, who is stepping aside once again as Lady Bison golf coach. We'll talk to her in a Coaches Coffee Club program tomorrow. So McCook will have a new golf coach next year, but they will inherit a very good group of girls, a lot of experience for next fall. Okay, have I got through all the fall sports news? Softball, going back to last Saturday, of course, we had a ton of folks up at the JC Sports Complex to watch the McCook girls battle the Scottsbluff softball team tooth and nail before falling that third game. McCook finished with 26 wins, and we'll get a season recap. We'll talk to head coach Easton Gillen coming up tomorrow on our Coaches Coffee Club program recap of a great season. Some big wins. Boy, the Hastings St. Cecilia win at the end of the regular season at St. Cecilia is a big one. Beating Scottsbluff in the sub-district title game was huge. There were some others as well. And 9 Bison seniors going to be leaving, once again, being seniors. So that is all coming up. Recaps of a lot of that. Coaches Coffee Club in the morning. Embers Bakery and Cafe on Kicks 96.1. Got about 4 minutes on the clock. We'll start the second half. That's coming up here. Scottsbluff with a 12-7 lead. The second half is coming up in just a bit on Kicks 96.1. We're back here to Bearcats Stadium. Halftime just about over. Rich Barnett, Carl Raymond, man of the Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel camera. Halftime just about over. 12-7. Bearcats will get the ball. Scottsbluff will to begin the second half. Bison defense has got to be good again. Not too bad. Did give up a couple of scores. Of course, that late bomb from 40 yards out from Kelly to number 10, Caleb Berta. Boy, I wish McCook had just knocked it down. But you're going back and looking up, and Berta just out-jumped everybody else. A two-point conversion was missed, so McCook's defense has got to get after it to get a stop here. Next week, again, Lexington in town. The Minutemen at Wyland Field for the regular season finale. Wagner Ford pregame back at a time at 6 o'clock. Kickoff time is at 7. And the next week, it's hello playoffs. Class B playoffs will start. This one's big for McCook tonight if they get a win here and help them in the point, wild card points total. You want to be that 8 seed below, an 8, 7, 6 to get a home game. Don't want to be on the road. Don't think you're going to get much out of Lexington. I'm sure you got to win the game. Bison will be favored in that one, but you got to go out and win the game first. But you wouldn't get a lot. Lexington not the greatest year going for the Minutemen this year. In case you missed us talking about it, we mentioned a couple of times, but boy, it's a chilly night, 46 degrees kickoff time, and it's been the temperatures pretty much in the 40s, a little bit breezy, and a lot of coats and hoodies and scarves and gloves, mittens, whatever, to keep yourself warm in this one. Got some rain back in the southwest Nebraska area. We're crossing fingers that it's a soggy weekend. I wanted to rain all day tonight and all day tomorrow and all day Sunday. Crossing fingers that happens. Do those rain dances. Bison will kick this thing away. We'll see Gunner Caps tee it up at the 40 as the third quarter just about ready to begin. Actually, I forgot about the unsportsmanlike penalty to end the half. So that was on the since it was the last play of the half. They moved it back on the unsportsmanlike down to the back to the 25, so that could give Scottsbluff a little bit better field position. Here we go, second half, just about ready to start. Kicks 96.1 or Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Thanks to, again, all of our great sponsors, radio-wise, and also our YouTube channel people as well. As Gunner Caps will kick this thing away. 12-7 Scottsbluff lead in the opening first half. Ready to go. Bison coverage team's got to be good. Squib kick. Was it an onside? I'm not sure. Is that meant to be? Or if he just kind of whiffed at it? But it goes out of bounds. Scottsbluff will take it, no question about it, at the Bison 45? I don't know. I'm looking at the replay on this on our YouTube channel. And I don't know. That was another Mitch Lister wedge shot out of the sand trap, trying to somehow get it on the green, I guess. But, boy, you're giving Scottsbluff the short field at the 30-yard line, at the 40-yard line, sorry. Yikes. That was a little weird. Nate Kelly brings that offense up. That Desmond Smith, their running back's got quite a few carries to his left. Two tight ends. That's going to be Smith, right side, trying to push the pile. Going to pick up about 5 yards, about 4 yards to play at about the 36-yard line. Davian Hansen got the legs that time. A gain of 4, bring up 2nd and 6. Just underway. Yeah, long halftime. You're thinking, gosh, dang, is the second half ever going to begin? 20-minute halftime. Yeah, we get those a lot, seems like. 2nd and 6. Ball on the far side hash. Scottsbluff in tight. Not the true double wing, but in tight once again. It's going to be Smith, right side, pushing the pile. Pushed ahead about the 31-yard line. It's going to be a shy of the first down by about a yard in the play. And Pokup in there. Also Trey Tiller in there. Hansen was in there as well. It's going to be, again, about a 4-yard game. Bring up 3rd and 1. And again, this is what Scottsbluff does. A lot on their offenses. A lot on the ground game. Bison with almost a five-man front, sneaking those backers up. Going to be Nate Kelly and a bootleg. 30, 25, 20. Cuts it back to the 15, down to the 10, inside the 9. Oh boy, bit at the at Smith, hook, line, and sinker that time. Great call on the boot. And Kelly with a big run inside the 10, about the 9-yard line. First and goal, Scottsbluff. Everybody from McCook bit. Andrew Pokup down on the coverage that time. The defensive end looked in, and then he just couldn't quite backpedal enough. Kelly shotgun set him first and goal from the 9-yard line. It's going to be Smith inside between the tackles, inside the 5, moving the pile to about the 2-yard line. It'll be second and goal from Scottsbluff at the 2. So again, just not what McCook wanted to see on their first series defensively. Again, on the kickoff, I can't imagine that was just a shanked kickoff by Gunner that time. And unfortunately, Scottsbluff starts the 40-yard line. It's second and goal from the 2-yard line for the Bearcats. I'm sure we'll see Smith, you would think, again. Yes, indeed, left side, and they won't get him. Touchdown from 2 yards out. Desmond Smith, his first touchdown, and the Bearcats light the board. It's an 18-7 lead, 2-touchdown lead here. Let's see if Scottsbluff, they went for 2 the last time. And looks like they're going to bring in back their offense, go for 2 this time as well. Trying to chase some points here. Up 18-7. 9:45. Scottsbluff, again, they started the Bison 40. Didn't take long. 40-yard drive. Everything on the ground. Shotgun set for Kelly. And on the quarterback keeper right side, they push the pile and get the extra points. 20-7, Scottsbluff lead. We're back with the kickoff coming up in just a moment. Bison football kicks 96-1. And we're back here to Bearcat Stadium. As Scottsbluff out of the gates here to begin this third quarter with a 40-yard drive off to, again, I got to believe a shanked kickoff that time by McCook to begin the half. Take it at the 40 and go right down the field. The Desmond Smith 2-yard touchdown run. The 2-point conversion ran in by quarterback Nate Kelly. And it's a 20-7 lead for Scottsbluff in this third quarter. And it's just the start of the third quarter. 9:45 left. The kick is deep. Going to be returnable. Ethan Schmidt about the 10. Will they reverse it far side? Alex Landry has a 15-20. Spun his way about the 25-yard line. And it's, once again, first and 10 for the Bison. Say thanks to all of our great Bison football sponsors. Once again, they include Horizon Bank, also McCook Clinic, Pizza Hut, Party Electric, MMB Bank, Carpenter Berlin Funeral Chapel, also Wagner Ford, Wagner Chevy. Our Bison drive to the game once again from Chris and the gang over there. Bison need to get offense going, get the drive going. First and 10, their own 26-yard line. Trenton Riley in the center. Davidson and Tristan Campbell on the eye. Motion man is Alex Landry to the far side. Against a 4-man Scottsbluff front, ball on the far side, Hash. Campbell, right side, picks his way, trying to find a little opening. Not much, maybe a yard, and then that's about it. It'll bring up 2nd and 9. Boy, how big was that score at the end of the first half? Hate to beat it to death, but man, Hail Mary and answered that time for Scottsbluff to end the half in the lead 12-7. 9-minute mark here in the third quarter. Bison gets the offense going. 2nd and 9. Riley shotgun set. Lee Davidson to his left. Got 3 wide trips or twins far side. 1 wide on near side. Riley's going to throw. Pass out the flat. Complete. Miles out in the flat that time. 35-yard line. Looks like it'll move the chains. You bet. And a gain of about 10 yards on 2nd down that time. And the pass down the flat from Riley to Pullman. Move the chains. 1st and 10. Bison at the 37-yard line. Bison come out with twin receivers to the right. Pullman and also Alex Landry. Back in the eye once again with Davidson and also Tristan Campbell. On 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. Toss pitch left side, Campbell. Good right around 40. 41, about the 41-yard line. Gain of 4 yards in the play. Still positive yardage for Tristan. Nice job at the toss pitch. Nice job at the left side of the Bison offensive line, pushing some people as well. You know, Campbell's kind of going off the field a little bit. Just the way he kind of ran off. He set out a lot of the second half last week with a hip injury, and I'm looking over him. Boy, he had his left hand on his hip, it looked like a little bit, and he's walking the sideline a little bit. He might have got hit. Trips right for McCook on 2nd and 5 from about the 42-yard line. Ethan Schmidt in the ball game. They'll run inside, give Lee Davidson. He's swallowed up and nowhere to go. In fact, it's going to be a loss of a yard in the play. Big old 77 Ryan Hinman, 6'5", 270. Down tackle. Hit him first. Lost the play. Make it 3rd and 6 for the Bison offense. See Tristan Campbell over there about the 43, Scottsbluff 43 on the sidelines and trying to shake off whatever happened on the far side. I-Pro set for McCook receivers both sides, and Davidson and Schmidt behind. Trenton Riley on 3rd and 6, and a 20-7 Scottsbluff lead. Riley, play action, looking for the deep ball. He's looking outfield. Alex Landry runs under it. Oh, boy, some contact there. And nothing. They're not going to give up to him. I'm going to look at replay on this one, Carl, because I look like let's see it again. The ball hung up there. Looked like it could have been some contact there late. Yeah, it was close. I mean, but the ball was ahead of him a little bit. It looked like maybe somebody came across his right shoulder, but didn't get a flag. So, darn it, 4th and 6. Miles Pullman back to kick this thing at his own 25-yard line. Bobbles the snap with some pressure. Kind of shanked it, had to hurry, but it takes a Bison bounce inside the 30, inside the 25 to about the 24. It all works out. Boy, that pressure from the left that time, Miles did, and he could see Dawson Barrett coming at him that time with the left side, on the left side blitz on the punt kick. 1st and 10, 7-minute mark exactly, 20-7. Bison can ill afford to give up. Can ill afford giving them any more points. Trailing by 2 touchdowns, 7-minute mark, and Scottsbluff with their methodical offensive stuff they do. Shotgun set for Nate Kelly. Going to run it himself left side. It's been 2 guys. Kelly and Desmond Smith, the only guys been running the ball to about the 31-yard line. He picked up 7 yards in the play and brings up a 2nd and about 4. 2nd and 3. Bluffs looking for their 7th win of the season. Wrapping things up next week. Got a very good York team that they'll play coming up again next week. See how that goes next week. 2nd and 3. Shotgun set for Kelly. They'll give out Desmond between the tackles. First down, 35-40. Hard runner to about the 42-yard line. Picked up 11 yards in the play, and they'll move the chains 1st and 10 for Scottsbluff. Move the chains 1st and 10, 42-yard line. Bearcats come up. Oh, it's a pretty much the same formation every time. They don't change a lot, to be honest with you. 1st and 10, 42-yard line. Kelly shotgun. It's going to be Desmond Smith trying to find a crease. Bison just trying to clog everything up. Desmond Smith falls forward about the 45, 46-yard line. Picked up 4 yards in the play. And we'll bring up a 2nd and 6. Hansen there again. Davian's been in on a number of tackles in this ball game. Cole Walter in there as well for the Bison defensively. I think it's more 2nd and 6. They got I'll say 2nd and 7. And a 20-7 Bearcat lead. Score update brought to you by MMB Bank. Kelly shotgun set a wing to the right. Got an H-back in there. It's going to be Desmond Smith right side. Has some room. Cross midfield. Still keep those legs churning. He's got a 1st down again. Then now the offensive line get downfield and push him up a couple of more yards. They're going to mark this. The official's going to mark this about I thought about the 46, or will they give him the forward? No, they're going to go back to the 46-yard line. How about the 47-yard line on a 1st down? Tomorrow morning, Coach's Coffee Club. We're live from Embers Bakery and Cafe. Recap of this game. Next week's Lexington game. High school, college sports news. MCC volleyball tonight on the road to Lamar. Basketball getting started here pretty soon. 1st and 10, Scottsbluff 47-yard line. Play action, Kelly. Downfield. Lee Davidson, just needed to turn around the pass complete 20-yard line to about the 15. Boy, Lee was right there in coverage, but just kind of turned his head late. And the pass is complete. Kelly on 1st down. We just don't see that very much. And on the reception that time was Dawson and Barrett that time, who the guy almost blocked the punt. And Scottsbluff, something they don't do a lot is throw the football. Kind of fooled you a little bit. Got to be leery of that. 1st and 10, 16-yard line. Bearcats on the move. Already up a 2-score lead. Trying to make it 3 inside that 20-yard line. Smith, 15, 14-yard line. Picked up 2. That was about it. Nice job of the Bison defensively that time with a good stop. Steinbeck, big old nose tackle from McCook on the stop. Helping on the stop. Brings up 2nd at about 8. Counting down to 3 minutes left before the end of this 3rd quarter here from Bearcat Stadium. Hopefully, here in the summertime, we'll see a lot of Southwest Nebraska area kids make the All-Star team, that great Western Nebraska All-Star football game every summer. Always good to see a lot of kids in the area. Kelly, quarterback keeper, will take it this time. McCorkle hits him. Nice job, Callan, that time. And maybe picked up 1. We're going to give him a gain of 1 that time. Boy, Callan, what a story with him. Been hurt the last couple of years, and dynamite football player, dynamite wrestler, and just been hurt. And finally, junior season come along. He's healthy and playing some great football. We'll call it 3rd and 6 for the Scottsbluff offense. Is it 2 downs to make 6 yards? You got to think. Up 20-7. Kelly shotgun set. Fake the give. Kelly's going to run it himself between the tackles and stacked up line of scrimmage. Forward progress to about the 10. They'll get him 2 yards in the play. This is going to bring up a 4th and about 4 for the 1st down. Think with up 2 scores, you got a chance here. Nope, they're going to bring in the kicking unit. I was completely wrong. At least we think it's going to be the kicking unit. In. Kieran Kaplicha will, I think I got that last name right. It will be a 27-yard field goal, about a 28-yard field goal attempt. And it's going to be shanked to the left. And no good. I almost thought it was going to be blocked. Trip Riley was in there for the kick, trying to block that kick. I thought it came close. So Bison dodge a bullet there. Don't give up any points. And the Bison will get it back. 1st and 10. 2-minute mark in the 3rd quarter, trailing 20-7. Kicks 96.1 or Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel as well. We got more high school volleyball on the airwaves coming up again on Monday and Tuesday. RPAC Conference Volleyball Tournament East Division games from Bartley. We'll be right here at Kicks 96.1. I'll be at Bartley. Bob Golk and I with that coverage. RPAC Conference West Division games at Hayes Center, hosted by Maywood Hayes Center on the Hawk. Mark will be seriously over there for those matchups on Monday. First and 10, McCook has their own 20-yard line. Twin receivers left in the eye. Trenton Riley. It's going to be Ethan Schmidt in there at tailback. Ethan, maybe one. Forward progress, 2 yards. I'm looking for Tristan Campbell. He went out and looked like hurt in the last series. He had that hip injury last week. Didn't play a lot in the second half against Ogallala. And Schmidt came in last series and got that first down carry there. A minute 28 left here in the third quarter. Davidson lone step back to the left of Trenton Riley. Twins left and Schmidt in motion now from the near side of the field. Riley looking to throw out in the flat. Going to be Schmidt with the catch. And nice job. Turn to the corner. 25 down about the 28, 29-yard line. Picked up 7 on the play. And he's close to, I think he's got to get to the 30 for that first down. Bring up, looks like 3rd and 1. Nice job on the catch by Schmidt that time, and then I put a burst of speed, turned the corner on the far side away from the defender, and that's Barrett again, and got to about the 29-yard line. 3rd and 1 for the Bison here. Big third down conversion. Need this one to move the chains again. Back in the eye, twin receivers left, ball on the far side of the field. Riley under center. It's going to be Ethan Schmidt straight ahead. Looks like he's got that first down. I think he does. They'll mark it about the 31, 32-yard line. Picked up 4 yards, 3 yards on the play. Nice job by Ethan that time straight ahead. It's 1st and 10, McCook. Bison going to get one more play in. Before the end of the third quarter. Miles Pullman split out wide left. Trey Junker here to the near side. In the split back look for the first time with Davidson and also Schmidt. Motion managed Junker on the toss pitch as it's Schmidt. He's hit the line of scrimmage and wrestled down after maybe a 1-yard gain. That was about it. Jet Webb, one of their senior captains on the stop, give him gain of 1. And bring up second at about 9. And I don't think McCook's going to run into the play to end for this quarter. After 3, it's Scottsbluff 20, McCook 7. The fourth quarter is coming up shortly on Kicks 96.1. Back here at Bearcat Stadium after 3, 20-7. Well, the streak is over. Thanks to all those folks who sent me a number of text messages. Omaha Skutt beat Bennington tonight 38-30, so the long winning streak by Bennington. They had broken McCook's long winning streak from years past. Skutt got the win 38-30. Bison with a 2nd and 9. Pass complete. Miles Pullman, 45. Midfield into Scottsbluff territory about the 47-yard line. Nice job by McCook on the pass play. We got a Scottsbluff player down, and I saw exactly what happened downfield. Keon Delgado got rolled up that time at the end of the play, and an ankle or a knee or something like that. But he is down, once again, the injured Scottsbluff player. So, yeah, Bennington, boy, the Badgers have been so good. We saw them a couple of years ago in a playoff game. Just they win and win and win, and Omaha Scott got them tonight. High-scoring game, 38-30. So that streak, Class B winning streak, is over. We'll take a quick break. It's first and 10 McCook. Bison on the move with the Scottsbluff 47 when we come back. Bison football on Kicks 96.1. Ken Delgado, the injured Scottsbluff player, being helped off the field. And yeah, I watched it right at the end. Just kind of got rolled up a little bit. Updated stats, Tristan Campbell, 14 carries, 55 yards. Ethan Schmidt, 5 carries, 11 yards. Bison have 10 completions for 65 yards. And no Tristan Campbell. He is still out. Has not been in for a couple of series now. Ethan Schmidt has been in there. Bison first and 10. Big pass play from, once again, Riley to Pullman. Run a little jet sweep action. Nope, Trent Riley's going to keep it himself and dives way ahead, maybe a yard. Watching that up front, and should I give it off to Ethan on the sweep? Decided to keep it. It's going to be a gain of 1. Bring up 2nd and 9. Just underway, fourth quarter here from Scottsbluff and Bearcat Stadium. Bearcats up 20-7. Bearcats scored first on a 56-yard touchdown by Nate Kelly. Extra point was no good. Bison came back. A 1-yard Trenton Riley run. Extra point was good to make it 7-6. And right before the half, a 40-yard bomb. Nate Kelly to Caleb Berta, to make it 12-7. And then it's Desmond Smith with a 1-yard run to make it a 2-score game. And Scottsbluff fails on the last series on 4th down. Bison on the move, 2nd and 9. Play action. Riley looking to throw with some pressure out of the pocket. He's got some here at the far side, 45-40. Trenton down to the 35, out of bounds about the 32. That's going to be a 14-yard gain for a quarterback, Trenton Riley. The far side of the field was wide open that time. And the Bison move the chains again, 1st and 10 down to the Scottsbluff 33. Everything was coming to our left here. Pass rusher for Scottsbluff slipped that time, and the wide side of the Bison bench was wide open. And Riley, nice scramble that time, and at the 33-yard line. You get a score here. Got to have 7. Make it very, very interesting. But you need 7 right here. You can't afford 3. Then it's still a 2-score game. Twin receivers left. It's going to be Ethan Schmidt on an isolation. Ethan about the 30-yard line straight ahead. Picked up 3 yards in the play and brings up 2nd and 7. Ethan Schmidt going out. They'll bring some receivers in here this time. Lee Davidson's had a nice night tonight. Got a couple of carries tonight. That sophomore fullback getting better all the time. Oh, Campbell's back in there. Good to see Tristan. Yes, he is back in there. A little scary situation. Back in the I set. Once again, twin receivers the far side. Rylander center, 2nd and 7. Campbell, it's going to be a pass. You got a wide open white shirt. It's going to be a touchdown to Miles Bowman, but we got a flag back here at about the line of scrimmage. Oh, Fred, that was a quick flag. It's going to be a hold. Boy, a long touchdown pass on a halfback pass from Campbell to Pullman. I'm looking at where is the hold at? There wasn't a hold there at all. Gosh dang lineman tripped over one of our linemen. Oh, boy, looking back, and Carl had it perfectly set. If I saw it right, they called a hold on a lineman tripping over one of McCook's linemen. Oh, man. So negate the long touchdown to Pullman, which would have made it a one-score game. Back to the 40-yard line, bring up 2nd and 17. 3 wide set, Twins left. That's Schmidt to the far side of the field. Ethan now in motion on the near side. Give to Lee Davis straight ahead. Hard running, 35-30. Bulldoze ahead. Lee with a nice run to about the 27 and a gain of 13 in the play. And this will bring up 4th right here. Is there is a 3rd down? Was that 2nd down? Okay, it is 3rd. That was 2nd down, sorry. Oh, 3rd and about 5 to go for that 1st down. Under the 10-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. Bison trail at 20-7. Trips right. Riley on 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Pass across middle, complete. Wide open, 25-30. Miles Pullman to the 5. Touchdown, Miles Pullman. Please, there better not be a stinking flag anywhere in the neighborhood, and there's not. It's going to be a 28-yard touchdown pass from Trenton Riley to Miles Pullman. And the Bison on the board at the 9-minute mark here of the 4th quarter. It's a 20-13 ball game. You always look for a flag. We just got screwed on the last one. Didn't want to see another one. Gunner caps on the extra point. Trip Riley to hold it. Snap's good. Kick's going to be on the way. Did he get it? Can't tell. Horizon Bank touchdown followed by an extra point. Horizon Bank touchdown, big play. Riley to Pullman. It's a one-score game. We're back with the kickoff coming up next on Kicks 96.1. Horizon Bank touchdown. Once again, a 28-yard touchdown pass from Trenton Riley to Miles Pullman. Gives McCook, once again, a score. The extra point was good. And the Bison are in business. Trailing by, once again, a touchdown, 20-14. Gunner caps to kick this thing off. This one's a better kick. Kind of a wobbling kick. Bounces and taken on the hop to 15-20. And returned about, got to tackle him, 27-yard line. Bison give up some yards there. And it's going to be 1st and 10 Scottsbluff. Now the Bison defense needs to get nasty here and get a stop here. Sorry, folks, maybe a wrong choice of words on that that flag that came out the first touchdown. Sorry about that, but did not see a hold in anywhere that area. Of course, I've been wrong before. I could have been wrong again. But nice shot, McCook coming back. Riley hitting a crossing pattern to Miles Pullman. And for the big touchdown. Nate Kelly shotgun set in 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. Going to take it himself to about the 30-yard line. A gain of about 3 yards to the quarterback, the junior quarterback. And it'll bring up 2nd and 7. Bison really played well in this game from really start to finish. Would love to see him come back, make a comeback here and get this win. It would be a huge win for the Bison with one regular season game left. Lexington next week, 8:24 clock running. You need a stop right here. Kelly shotgun set. It's going to be Desmond Smith between the tackles. Bison, nice job. Maybe a gain of 2 to about the marking about the 32 before the pile pushed backwards. I see Callum McCook on the bottom of the pile. 44. In on a lot of tackles. Davian Hansen's always in on a lot of tackles. And this is going to bring up 3rd about 5 for Scottsbluff. Got to be leery of a quarterback boot right here, possibly. They did that on the previous series where you concentrate on Smith so much and then get that boot action going with the quarterback, and Kelly got a big play out of it. 32-yard line, 3rd and 5, clock running, 7:37 left. Kelly shotgun set, and will keep it himself, trying to get the edge. Bison got to string it out, got to cut it back in, and they stopped him. He's going to be short of the first down. They'll mark it to the 36-yard line, a gain of 4. He needed 5, but they're going to mark it to the 35, so it's a gain of 3. And it should be 4th and a short 2. It's just shy of the 35-yard line. If, boy, you're Scottsbluff here, you go for it and miss. You really give McCook the short field. And they're going to bring the offense up. Head coach Judd Hall rolling some dice here. Maybe Bison got to be patient. Don't jump off sides right here. A little adjusting by Scottsbluff up front. Judd Hall, or I should say Nate to Kelly. They're trying to draw McCook off, and they're not going to get it. Coach Hall's going to burn a timeout. It's a nice shot of the Bison. Discipline that time for the Bison defense, and Scottsbluff will have to burn a timeout. 4th and 2 for the Scottsbluff offense. When we come back, Bison football on Kicks 96.1. Back here to, once again, Bearcat Stadium, 6:43 left, 4th and 2, and Scottsbluff's going to punt this thing away. Back at their own 22-yard line. Bison will get the ball as Landry. I think it's Alex back at about the 25-yard line. Bison trailing by a touch by 6, 20-14. Big stop once again by the Bison defense. Stop at that very good running game for the Bearcats. Would love a shank right here. A mighty shank would be nice. And it's end over end kick, running up on coverage, and boy, that's a dangerous catch that time by Landry. I don't think he called a fair catch, but he caught it at about the 34-yard line and stopped there. I don't think it was a fair catch called, if I'm not mistaken. 6:38, Bison have the ball with a chance to tie it and take the lead. I don't think a lot of folks gave the Bison a chance at all to win this. And it's going to be a penalty against Scottsbluff, interference interfering with the kick, the returner that time. So I give McCook a few more yards. So the penalty will march it. It's a 15-yarder, big one, to near midfield at the 49-yard line. Coach Hall out wants an explanation. 20-14, McCook with the football, trailing by 6. Fourth quarter, plenty of time to get all 3 timeouts. Take care of the football. Ball back once again, 49-yard line. Ball on the far side hash. Twin receivers left with Landry and Pullman. Lee Davidson, also Tristan Campbell behind Trent Riley. 4-man Scottsbluff front. Isolation, Tristan Campbell left side in midfield, 47, 46-yard line. That's a solid 5-yard gain by Tristan on first down. So the Scottsbluff 46-yard line and bring up 2nd and 5. Good to see Tristan Campbell back once again out there. Sat out a couple of series. Looked like maybe that hip was bothering him. Ethan Schmidt came in and did a nice job, but now Tristan back in there. Looking good. I'm sure the adrenaline's running on this one. 20 receivers to the right, ball on the far side. Hash back in the eye and 2nd and 5. Campbell, little counter play. Has the edge, has some room, cuts it back in. Near the marker. It's either 1st and 10 or 3rd and very, very short. It's right. The official here near side's marking the 41. That's clear across the field, though. And, again, they're going to give him the first down. It's a gain of 5 for Campbell right at 5 yards. And they'll move the chains. Bison to 1st and 10 at the Scottsbluff 41-yard line. 5:45 left in the fourth quarter. 20-14, Scottsbluff lead. Twin receivers right, ball on the far side. Hash, Riley under center. It's going to be Campbell, isolation. Got trying to squirt through that hole, picked up a couple of yards to about the 38-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 3 and bring up 2nd and 7. Getting positive yardage every time out. Nice job of the Bison up front. Offensive line has had a nice game tonight. Of course, missing Quentin Terry for another game. Quentin, kind of some rumors that maybe he might try to go this week. Hurt that knee a couple of games ago, but he's in street clothes, and I'm sure missing this type of game in a big way. 2nd and 7 for the Bison at Scottsbluff 38-yard line. Twin receivers right, same formation. Davidson and also with Tristan Campbell behind Trenton Riley. It's going to be a counter left side. Campbell trying to pick its way and didn't get a lot. They'll mark it at about the 37 maybe a yard. That's about it. Well, it's 4 down territory because you're at 4:30 left in the fourth quarter. So it's 2 downs to make. Actually, he didn't gain a yard at that last time, half yard. They're calling it 3rd and 7. So it's 2 downs to make 7 yards right here. Do you air it out a little bit, possibly? A little play action. That middle of the field's been open a lot with Miles Pullman. Couple of plays, 3 wide. Riley, shotgun set. Lee Davidson to his right on 3rd and 7. Riley, plenty of protection. Pass downfield to be blocked down, line of scrimmage, and punched down. I tell you, Scottsbluff has got some big linemen, tall linemen. Adam Hefner, the 6'3", 300-pound junior down tackle, got the hands up, and here's 4th and 7 right here. Wasn't looking downfield that we have. We had people in the middle of the field. I had one going deep that time, one sideline route. So the Bison need to convert here on 4th and 7. Need to get to the 31-yard line for the first down. Junker and Pullman here to our left. And Coach Joe Vitrosky got to burn a timeout. He's his first timeout to burn here in the half. Back to Scottsbluff Bearcat Stadium next on Kicks 96.1. First timeout taken by Bison football coach Joe Vitrosky. He's got 2 left. Both coaches got 2 left. This is a big 4th and you're calling 4th and 6 on the board. 4th and 6, 4th and 7. Bison got to convert here to move those chains and have a chance, trailing by 6 points, 20-14. You got to think it's a passing situation. Not that you can't get 6 yards out of a run right here. We'll see. Switch things up. No twin receivers right. Gabe Roberts, the tight end, set on the left side. They'll hold Campbell and Davidson. Now Campbell in motion out of the backfield. Riley rolls the pocket. Still rolling. Deep ball downfield. Gonna be... It's Pullman and incomplete. They're not going to throw a flag. Oh, boy. Deep ball. Because Bison coaches on the far side think they might get a flag on that, and nothing. I don't know. You needed 6 yards. didn't need 20. But would like to go to the deep ball that time, and it came up short. So now you got 2 timeouts. It's still 3:46 left. You need stops right here and use your timeouts to force, get a turnover, get a punt, somehow, some way get the ball back. Scottsbluff with a 20-14 lead here in this fourth quarter. And sure, I'm just going to see Nate Kelly, Desmond Smith, those two guys. I don't think anybody else has had any carries tonight. Bison stack at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be Smith. And dives away about the mark at about the 41-yard line. Picked up 3. Desmond Smith on first down. That's to bring up 2nd and 7. And McCook will not burn a timeout yet. They'll wait here. Hopefully get to a 4th down where they can save some time possibly. And you think Scottsbluff is going to burn every valuable seconds off that clock in their favor. Kelly back shotgun set. Smith to his right. 2nd, and we'll call it 6. They give him 4 on the first down carry. Kelly long count. And going to take it himself. Blockers in front, and nice shove. McCook kind of had him stopped, but he dove his way ahead. They're going to mark him at the 44-yard line. Pick up 3 yards, and here's another 3rd and short for the Scottsbluff offense and the Bison defense. He's got to get to the 47 for the first down. And the Bison are going to burn a timeout right here. Going to use one of their final 2 timeouts. It's 3rd and 3. We come back listening to and watching Bison football on Kicks 96.1 and the Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Back here to Bearcats Stadium, 2:43. Bison got to come up with a stop right here defensively. They just burned one of their final 2. They got 1 left, final 2 timeouts. You got to think if Scottsbluff gets that first down right here, it's going to be really tough for McCook to get the ball back at all in this 4th quarter. 20-14 Bearcats lead. 2:43 and a big 3rd and 3 right here. Bison defense got to get some penetration up front. Kelly shotgun sets. And it's going to be Desmond Smith, right side. He got the first down. He did forward progress, and he got it. Yep. They're going to mark it at the 48-yard line. Just got a good full burst there before the Bison really hit him. And couldn't quite stop him that time, and they'll get a brand new set of downs, 1st and 10. The Bison can stop the clock once now. One more time. Well, no matter what happens, great effort by McCook in this one. Fantastic effort against a Scottsbluff team that's really played well this year. Have not let many teams score. This is the one that McCook's 14 points tonight. Seward scored 28 on him. Everybody else scored 7 points or less. They beat up Hastings last week, 41-6. That was Hastings' offense that came to McCook and really threw the ball well. 1st and 10, and Bearcats 48-yard line. Smith is going to get the call. Midfield, still churning. They'll mark it at about the 46-yard line. That's about 8 yards, 7-8 yards on the carry. A minute 47 left. Actually going to give him about 6 yards in the carry and bring up a 2nd and 4. Wagner Chevy postgame is coming up. Coach Joe Petrowski going to burn his final timeout. 2nd and 4. We come back. It's Bison football on Kicks 96.1. Back here at Bearcats Stadium, got to get a shout out to the MCC volleyball team. I know somebody on that volleyball team. Reverse sweep tonight against Lamar Community College in Lamar, and on the road lost the first two, won the next 3 for a big win there for Coach Kopsa and company. Big win at North Platte Community College coming up again on Tuesday of next week. Home games next weekend. Minute 36 left here in the 4th quarter. Scottsbluff a 6-point lead, 20-14. Bison have no timeouts left. needs a stop, needs something really bad to happen to Scottsbluff right here, some kind of turnover. As Kelly, shotgun set, run it and keep it in bounds, dives way ahead, and I think he got another first down to about the 41-yard line. That should do it right there. It's going to gain a 5. I think he needed about 4. They're going to move the chains, and now that's going to do it. Bison cannot stop the clock anymore. And so Kelly and company can pretty much take a knee. But, boy, McCook gave it a good shot tonight against Scottsbluff. Had chances in this one, had a drive recently with a chance to get the tying points, get a go-ahead extra point. Failed in fourth down, just fell short. And the Bearcats got to get a big win. Bison still have playoffs on their mind. They'll drop to 5-3. They got Lexington coming to town. Very winnable game next week. Chance to finish up 6-3 and get themselves in the Class B playoffs. Home game might be out. We'll have to wait and see on that one. As far as the top 8 seed trying to get a home game, that might be out of the question. Stranger things have happened. As Scottsbluff going to take a final knee, and they're going to win it by a final score 20-14. Our Wagner Chevy postgame is coming up here shortly. Bison football on Kicks 96.1 and the Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Wagner Chevy postgame continues here on Kicks 96.1 or Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Final score in this one, 20-14. Some unofficial stats for McCook. Tristan Campbell, 18 carries, 71 yards. Ethan Schmidt, 6 carries, 14 yards. It was Lee Davidson, 5 carries for 27 yards. Bison completed 12 passes for 113 yards. Trenton Riley had 10 carries for 24 yards. The scoring went like this tonight. Scottsbluff scored first in that first quarter. Nate Kelly, 56-yard touchdown run. The PAT was no good to make it 6-0. Bison came back on a nice drive, and Trent Riley, 1-yard touchdown run in the second quarter. Gunner Cap's extra point was good to make it 7-6. And right before the half, last play of the half, a 40-yard touchdown bomb, Nate Kelly to Kiliberta. was caught in the end zone. Bison just needed to knock it down. 2-point conversion was missed to make it 12-7. Scottsbluff scored again in the third quarter. Desmond Smith, 2-yard touchdown run. Nate Kelly, 2-point conversion made it 20-7. McCook didn't lay down, though, didn't quit. Bison had a chance there, fourth quarter, on a Trenton Riley 28-yard touchdown pass to Miles Pullman. This was a couple of plays off a halfback pass from Tristan Campbell to Miles Pullman that was called out, thrown out because of a penalty. A couple plays later, it was Riley to Pullman from 28 yards out. Caps extra point made it 20-14. Bison had a chance late on a drive but missed on a fourth down conversion, and then Scottsbluff ran the ball out, and that was it, 20-14. Coach Petrosky talked to his kids, I'm sure, saying, hey, proud as heck of you guys. Great efforts. Didn't come out on the winning end, but you've got a big game against Lexington to get ready for next week. More of our Wagner Chevy postgame is coming up here shortly. Kicks 96.1. Wagner Chevy postgame continues. Coach Joe Petrosky, man, got to be proud of your kids. You played well of a game, had chances. Last drive, just fell a little bit short, but I'm sure you told your kids, hey, you guys played your hearts out in a tough place to play.
I really think that was probably our best game all season, to be honest with you. That's what I told the guys. I think we played as well as we've played all year, and unfortunately it was in a defeat. I just felt like the guys, we were just really, I thought our preparation was really good this week, and the guys were really locked in, and, we played like it tonight. We just had some really unfortunate things, at the end of the half with a penalty, and then coming out of the break, we just gave them too short a field, and then that was a really big, that just kind of set us back a little bit, and we'll get those things fixed. But ultimately, we just played really hard, and we had a chance to win at the end.
Boy, your offensive line, you're as an offensive lineman back in your days in high school, college, your guys up front really did a good job against their defense. Has been tough all season.
Yeah, their defense has been really good all season, and our guys, I think throughout the season, we just have continued to find things we like. And, I would say this week we really just said, you know what, this is who we are. These are the things we're going to really, hang our hat on. And we went out there tonight and we did that. We kind of got back to some old school, under center. We were pulling guys. We were trying to hit them quick with our veer game. And, we really did a good job keeping them off balance. And, Trenton threw the ball really well. And our backs ran hard, and offensively, we did some really good things tonight. We just didn't put enough on the board. We just really didn't start very well defensively. That's about as bad as you can start. 2 plays and score, and then from there, our guys really, we really settled in and did a good job. So I was really proud of our guys, other than a couple moments in the game.
Coach, we're going to let you go. We'll see you in the morning with bloodshot eyes for both of us, okay?
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, we're disappointed we lost. We were in the game. We felt really good about everything. And then, but we do have a Week 9 matchup with Lexington coming up, and we really feel like if we can give ourselves a chance in that game, it'll be a tough game. But if we give ourselves a chance, we feel like we got some things ahead of us.
Appreciate it, sir.
Thanks, Rich.
Thanks, Joe. Head coach Joe Vitrosky, and great effort by the Bison. Boy, they played the hearts out, 20-14, the final score. It's going to wrap up our coverage once again from Bearcats Stadium. Big thank you all of our great sponsors, and of course our Bison drive to the game, our friends over the Wagner Ford, Wagner Chevy stores. We had a chance to drive a smooth, and Carl's going to get a chance to drive it home tonight, hopefully. 2024 Toyota Sienna van, a smooth driving vehicle, that's for sure. Follow both Wagner Ford and Wagner Chevy on their Facebook pages. Wagner Chevy at 211 West 2nd Street, 345-2350. Wagner Chevrolet at 201 East Beach Street, 345-3500. The Wagner Ford Toyota at 211 West 2nd Street, 345-2350. Stop at a Wagner Chevrolet. Test drive your new next vehicle in downtown McCook. New inventory coming in daily. For Carl Riemann running our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel, I'm Rich Barnett. Have a great rest of the weekend. And don't forget Coach's Coffee Club in the morning from Embers Bakery and Cafe on Kicks 96.1. Have a good weekend. Thanks for listening to Bison Football on Kicks 96.1.